I want to ask you something, and I want you to answer it in your own head before you keep watching. If I ask you right now, no time to prepare, what is success? What would you say? Don't be polite about it. Don't give me answers your parents would want, not what society judges or the one your boss would approve of. Just what would honestly come up. Because I have been asking myself this question for a long time, and I realized something strange. I've spent 30 years running towards this world, and I've never, not once, actually stopped to define it. So I started asking people I know, people I don't know, randomly. I got many different answers. One person said success is money, the freedom money buys. The next person said success is recognition, when people I respect me back. The next one said success is travel, seeing as much of this world as I can before it ends. The next, success is art, make one thing that didn't exist before I made it. I kept going. Success is fame, success is power, success is family, a home that loves you back at the end of the day. Success is knowledge, finally understanding something. Success is inner clarity. Success is, and this one made me pause, just being able to wake up, not anxious for once. Different people, different finish line. And here's the strange thing, every one of them was completely sure. None of them said, I don't know. They had all built their entire lives around their answer. But if success exists, if it's a real thing, it can't be all those things at once. So which one is real? And here's what I noticed, and it was a little uncomfortable. Imagine I asked 10 people. Every one of those 10 people quietly, secretly pities the other 9. The man who chose money looks at the man who chose art and thinks, poor guy, he'll be broke at 50. The artist looks at the businessman and thinks, poor guy, he doesn't even know what he gave up. The monk looks at both of them and thinks, poor people, they think any of this is real. And the businessman, artist, and the monk, all three of them walk home that night thinking they got the better deal. This is the part nobody talks about. The judgment goes both ways. The person you envy is also envying somebody else. There is no one at the top of any of these ladders. Every ladder ends in someone else looking up at someone else's success. So if everyone is judging everyone and everyone disagrees on the criterion, who is the judge actually for? Here's what I think is happening, and it took me a long time to see it. Most of us are not actually chasing a definition of success. We're chasing a definition that was given to us by our parents, by our teachers who praised us when we were 7 for the things that they approved of, by the friends we wanted to impress when we were 14, by the algorithm that learned what makes us flinch and what makes us click, by a country, a class, a religion, a society, a century that handed us a list of what counts before we were old enough to read it. By the time we were adult, most of us were already running hard towards the finish line, and we had never stopped to look at. So when I ask what is success, the first honest move isn't to answer it. It's to admit that the answer in your head right now was almost certainly placed there by someone a long time ago, and you have been carrying it ever since like it was yours. So let me tell you the picture that finally cracked the world open for me. We have been told that the success is a place, a destination, a finish line you cross and stand on. I made it. I am successful now. And as if there's an address to it. But look at how it actually behaves in real life. You get a promotion, for about a week you feel taller. Then you adjust and you start eyeing the next promotion. You buy the car. For 2 months, every time you see it in the driveway, you smile. Then it's just a car. You meet a person. For 1 season, you can't stop thinking about them. Then they become, sweetly, ordinarily, the person you live with. The successful moment didn't last. It never lasts. Not because there's something wrong with you, but because that's how every one of these moments is built. Success isn't a place. Success is a day. Think about it like this. Success is like Diwali, like Christmas, like Eid, like Holi, like your birthday, your Father's Day, your Mother's Day, like Valentine's Day. The day arrives, you dress up, you light something, you eat something you don't normally eat. You feel like a little brighter than usual. And the next morning, the lights come down, the food is leftovers, and the life is ordinary again. The day was real, but it's now just a memory. And it doesn't stay. And yet, we judge people by how many festival days they have had. As if the person with more birthday attendance, more promotions, more milestones had a better year somehow. The festivals were never the year. The year was every quite ordinary day in between. The Tuesday afternoon, the walk to the shop, the 15 minutes of stillness before sleep. That's where you actually lived most of your life. And we never look at those. We never measure them. We never call those success. But that's where you were. That's where success was. And you didn't see it because you were too busy waiting for the next festival. And here's the thing that goes with it that nobody says out loud. Failure is a festival day too. A day that arrived, a day that actually taught you something you couldn't have learned any other way. A day that ended, a day that became part of who you are today. We celebrate Diwali, Eid, Christmas. We don't celebrate the day we lost the job. But why? Both arrived. Both taught us something. Both ended. Both shaped the year. If success days are festivals, and we are honest about it, failure days are too. They are just festivals nobody bought tickets to. The lessons inside them are sometimes worth more than the lessons inside the wins. You don't need more success days. You need to stop dividing your days into ones that count and the ones that don't. They all count. They all pass. And the year, the actual life, it always all of them. There's a small science footnote here that helps. Success, the hit of it, the moment of achievement, that's dopamine. A chemical spike, fast, bright, brief. By design, it fades. The brain adapts. It has to. If a single win kept giving you the same hit forever, you'd stop hunting for the next meal. Whereas Failure is the chemical opposite. A drop, just as fast, just as brief. But there's a third thing, quieter, slower, much harder to measure, that doesn't depend on the spike at all. The old name for it is peace. Some call it contentment. Some call it presence. It's what underneath the festival days and underneath the failure days and underneath the ordinary Tuesdays. That thing, that quiet underneath, is the only thing that actually stays. And ironically, the more you chase it, the further it gets. You can't chase a still thing by running, right? You can only stop and notice that it was already there, waiting the whole time. Which brings me to the question I cannot stop turning over in my head. And I think every parent, every teacher, every uncle and aunt and older cousins have to face it eventually. What do I teach my child? Do I teach her to be successful? She'll spend her whole life on a treadmill she can't get off, chasing a definition I gave her before she could even choose. Do I teach her to be happy? Happiness is passing mood. Telling a child to chase happiness directly is one of the cruelest things we accidentally do. It sets her up to feel like a failure every time the weather inside her shifts. Do I teach her to be content? Maybe, but is contentment without striving even possible for a child? Still discovering what she's good at, what she loves, what she could give the world. Do I teach her to be seeker then? Willing to ask question even when the answer doesn't come? I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't know the right answer. I have a child and I'm making it up as I go, like every parent before me, and I'm doing to get some of it wrong. But I do know the wrong answer. The wrong answer is the one almost every school in almost every country is teaching by default. There are 8 billion of us, almost 8 billion. Born with, there's no other way to say it, 8 billion different sets of gifts, different rhythms, different things that come easily and different things that come hard. Different bodies, different brains, different hearts. And the system we built grades all 8 billion of us almost on the same paper. The same test, the same metric, the same ladder. The same idea of what an achiever looks like at 18, at 28, at 45. So what happens? Most of us quietly are failing tests which were never supposed to be taken. We were born to be something and the world handed us a different paper to fill out. And now we feel like losers because we kept getting it wrong. The pain is real, the shame is real, but the test was the wrong test. We didn't fail. The paper was meant for someone else. So, if you could change one thing about how we raise the next generation, and I want to say this carefully because I'm not pretending to have the policy answer, it would be this. The first question every child should be asked is not, what do you want to become? The first question should be, what do you not want to lose about yourself? Because every child arrives in this world with something already there. A quietness, or a fire, or a way of seeing the world that nobody taught them. And the entire purpose of education, if you ask me, is not to fill them up with things they don't have. It's to make sure that what they came with isn't quietly drained out by the time they are 20. The kid who loves making things should not be told that art is impractical. The kid who is quiet should not be told they are shy. The kid who asks too many questions should not be told or should not be punished for it. The kid who's slow at the system's pace should not be told they are slow. These children are not failing. They are visible. They are showing us what they came in with. And we are stamping over the top of it with a paper test. A future I would actually want for my child, for any child in this world, is one where school is the place where we learn to protect what we came with, not a place where we learn to erase it. I don't know how to build that. I don't know if any country will. But the first step is naming out loud that the system we have is not measuring success. It's manufacturing a single narrow shape and grading everyone on how close they came to fitting it. This isn't education. That's standardization. So let me try finally to answer the question I started with. What is success? After all of this, the 10 different finish lines, the festival days, the child I cannot teach the right answer to, the 8 billion of us being graded on the same paper, I think success was never about what you achieved. I really don't think so. I think it was about whether at the end of any given day, you can put your head down on the pillow without lying to yourself about how you spent it. That's it. That's the whole answer. And the strange, beautiful, terrible thing about it is nobody else can measure that. Think about it. This is what I think we got wrong as a species. We turned success into public scoreboard. Numbers everyone can see, followers, salary, square footage, title. And then we ran our entire life in front of imaginary audiences, trying to win a game whose rules were never written down. But success was always a private game. The only person who has ever known whether you spent today honestly, whether you used yourself, whether you protected what you came in with, whether you were here for the people in front of you, is you. Sitting alone at the end of the day when no one else is looking. And the moment you understand that nobody else has the standing to grade your day, a huge weight comes off. Because you don't owe the world a successful life. You owe yourself an honest one. Those are completely different leisures. The world's leisure, you can never balance. There will always be more festivals you missed. The honest leisure, your own one, that one is in your hands every single day. Now, what does this mean for the world? The bigger question you asked me. How do we make a fundamental change in our countries, in our economies, in how we treat each other? I'll be honest, I don't have a policy answer. I don't know how you change an entire civilization's idea of what counts. But I think it starts smaller than policy. It starts in one person, one ordinary Tuesday, quietly refusing to play the public game, Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly refusing to define their day by a festival they had or didn't have. Refusing to judge another person by the number of theirs. Refusing to teach their child that there's a single paper everyone's supposed to fill out. A million quiet refusals like that. And you have a culture shift. Not because everyone announced it, because enough people stopped buying the ticket. That's the only revolution I actually believe in. So here's where I am today. My success today is that I sat down and tried to think about this honestly. Yours maybe is that you listened. Tomorrow it will be something different. The list keep changing. The festival days will come and leave. The failure days will too. The only thing that doesn't move is the questioner, the quiet one underneath all of it, who already knows whether you spend day honestly or not. Be honest with that one. The rest, the trophies, the titles, the followers, the ladders, that end in someone else's ladder. The rest is festival days, coming and going, beautiful while they last, never the year. That's all I have for today. Thank you for sitting with me through it. See you.